So I had to go to school, which almost turned out to be a very bad mistake because I almost had to go to the hospital with the ambulance and the sirens and everything. It happened in the principal's office when my teacher sent me there to have a little chat about sitting still. When I walked in, Principal Rice made the hairball sound too. Clementine? She gulped. What have you done? You've chopped off your hair. I was glad she'd answered her question so I didn't have to. Wow, I said instead. Clementine and Rice. We both have food names. Mrs. Rice sealed her lips tight, like she was afraid her teeth were going to run away. Then she opened up the note from my teacher. I can't help it, I said, before she could start the little chat. I'm allergic to sitting still. Nobody is allergic to sitting still, Clementine, she said. I am, I said. My brother is allergic to peanuts. If he eats only one, he gets all itchy and swelled up, and he can't breathe right. If I try to sit still, I get all itchy and swelled up, and I can't breathe right. So that means I'm allergic to sitting still. Mrs. Rice squeezed her eyes shut and rubbed her forehead. I happen to know this means this idea is so bad it's giving me a headache, because it's the face I make when my mother tells me to visit Mrs. Jacoby. The face never works for me. Plus, I explained, if my brother eats even one tiny peanut, he might have to go to the hospital with the ambulance and sirens and everything. So if I sit still for even 1 minute, uh-oh, I gave my body an extra little jiggle just to stay safe. Phew, I said. That was close. Principal Rice sighed like a leaky balloon. Clementine, do you think when you're in class you could just try to wiggle a little more quietly from now on? I asked my body about this, and it said sure. So I told it to Mrs. Rice. Sure, I said. Good, she said. Now, as long as you're here, how about we discuss your hair? Thinking about my hair made me think about Margaret. Thinking about Margaret made me remember about her getting bracelets on her teeth. I want bracelets on my teeth more than anything. But then I had a bad thought. What if they had pointy edges? I didn't want to have any pointy things stuck in my mind to worry me all day. So I looked out the window, because the only way to erase pointy things is with round things, and clouds are good for that. Right away, I saw a cloud that would make a wonderful tattoo. It looked exactly like a dog, if dogs had only 2 legs, on the top, not the bottom. I am not allowed to have tattoos yet, which is unfair. So for now, I just draw things on my arms so I don't forget them. But I didn't have a pen. I looked around the desk to see if Mrs. Rice had a tattoo drawing pen, and suddenly I realized something very suspicious. I had never seen Mrs. Rice's arms. They were always in principal sleeves. Do you have a tattoo? I asked. Can I see it? What? Mrs. Rice asked. Clementine, we were talking about your hair. That was a long time ago, I reminded her. I added a kind smile, because it's not her fault she has trouble paying attention. Scholars, that concludes chapter 4.